So welcome to the first installment of Behind the Music. This is a series I'm going to start doing where I kind of just take you guys behind the scenes and walk you through step by step on how I create some of my music. As some of you know, I had a very productive year last year. I released 52 songs, went on a few tours, did a lot of shows. So yeah, I have a lot to work with this year. For the first installment of this series, I'm gonna walk you through kind of a step-by-step process of one of my favorite songs, one of the crowd favorites, Butt Hash. This is a song, it's a real goofy song, kind of a joke, kind of supposed to be in the spirit of like Afro Man or, you know, something goofy and a good time that everyone can just listen to and have a laugh. So yeah, let's dive in.
Butt hash, butt hash,
What y'all doing tonight,
butt
man?
hash,
Let's
butt
see if y'all want to slide
hash,
through.
butt hash,
Got me
butt
a
hash,
fresh batch
butt
in the
hash,
basement. You know what I'm
butt
saying?
hash.
Alright, so first things first, like I'm saying, this song is super goofy. It's not meant to be taken serious, it's strictly fiction, as most of my stuff is. There's pieces of me that I'm drawing inspiration from in my music. However, a lot of times, I just try to build some sort of character that would sound good on the beat. A lot of times it's just exaggerated versions of my experiences, or, you know, just something funny for everyone to laugh at. Me and my buddies were in a group chat at work. It's kind of like it's an app called Slack, where, you know, you communicate with your coworkers and you know, you handle serious stuff. But however, you can create these channels, and we have one that's kind of one where we goof around in, share memes, all sorts of stuff like that. So one day we're in that chat, and we got on the discussion of a video that came out in about 2008, I want to say. It was about a phenomenon going on called Jankum.
Florida Sheriff's Department warns there's a new way for your kids to get high. And as Fox City's Jack Miller reports, they're using raw sewage.
So the theory behind Jankum is that people would simply take a poop in a bottle, like a Sprite bottle or a jar or something, and then they would put a balloon over the top of it. And over time, the gas from the bowel movement would fill the balloon up, and then the rumor was that kids were going around huffing said gas in the balloon.
When we mentioned this new concoction to people on the street here in Jacksonville, not only had they never heard of it before, but they said they didn't want to get anywhere near it.
It sounds horrible. Yeah, I couldn't imagine doing something like that.
Honestly, they need to find something better to do with their life.
But some of my coworkers had never had seen that video or heard about Jankum or, you know, whatever. So I shared the YouTube clip in the channel, and everyone laughed and, you know, funny stuff. So after we watched that, my good friend, he found a clip of just the news reporter at the end of the video.
It's a problem for law enforcement in our area. Cops are calling it Jankum, or the human waste drug, but parents need to be aware that kids are calling it by the more popular slang term, butt hash.
Calling it butt hash, and someone made a separate YouTube video of just that guy saying butt hash on a loop. So it's just someone saying butt hash, butt hash, butt hash.
Butt hash, 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 butt hash.
Over and over, and my buddy messaged it to me and thought it'd be funny if I surprised the group with a beat. Hey, make a beat out of this. This would be hilarious. So I went radio silent, didn't respond, didn't say anything, and disappeared for hours. And what I decided to do was, instead of making a beat, I said, hey, I've got the day off. I'm gonna spend a few hours and make a really good rap song about this. So yeah, let's dive into kind of how it all went down. All right, so the first thing I did was took the loop of the guy saying butt hash, the news reporter, thought it was funny, chopped that up.
Butt hash, butt hash, butt hash, butt hash.
Found the right tempo for it, and then simply just added a bass line to it. So, you know, it's just the guy saying butt hash and a smooth bass line.
Butt hash, butt hash, butt hash, butt hash.
From there, I decided I kind of try to find some upbeat drums, something you can dance to. let that ride out like that for a little bit. So I let just the drums and the bass ride out for a sec, and then I added a little horn line. You know, just a few horn stabs, something to kind of pick up the intensity and get the momentum building. As the verse carries on, I decided to add some different percussive elements. So some bongo drums or conga drums or whatever the fuck you call those. So once I got the basic rhythm section, which is just drums, bass line, a few percussion elements, I decided to spice it up a little bit and add a various amount of fart sound effects just throughout the beat. Just a casual toot, you know, nothing crazy. Since all this happened on the spot, time was of the essence, so it's kind of a simple approach to producing. Very, very simple beat, just using a bunch of loops and kind of throwing some together as fast as I can to wow my friends and my coworkers.
Pictures show young people who appear to be breathing in jenkem.
And so once I had the beat complete, the song really wrote itself. The news clip was actually, it was about like high school kids doing it, so I tried to just take myself to that world, put myself in a high schooler's shoes who would watch this video and you know, it would make him want to try this actual drug.
When we mentioned this new concoction to people on the street here in Jacksonville, not only had they never heard of it before, but they said they didn't want to get anywhere near it.
I developed this character. He didn't have a name, but he's a high school student, and the year, you know, since 2022, like, everyone's smoking weed. So he had tried smoking weed to be rebellious and, you know, wanted to fit in, but he comes home from school one day and his aunt catches him smoking weed, but instead of getting mad, she has to hit it with him. So it loses this whole gangster rebellious edge that he wanted. So what he does is goes on the internet, searches for a new drug to try, right? And he stumbles over this YouTube video called Butt Hash. So he stumbles over this video to a news story about kids at different schools
Who appear to be breathing in jenkem.
trying this jankum, aka Butt Hash. And he decides it would be a good idea, and pretty much his buddy at school had already been dabbling, so he talked him into it, and once he tried it once, he was hooked. And that's kind of the premise of the song. And so he goes on this long story about, you know, how he gets hooked on the drug, and then at the end there's kind of a gang vocal type chorus, something catchy. If you want to huff gas, might as well make it Butt Hash. So yeah, I wanted to make something fun that you could sing along to, have a good time. I really enjoyed this. My friends in the group chat really enjoyed it. People at the bars all the time talk to me about this song, so I'm glad I made it. It was great. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. See you at the next installment.
Pass me the Butt Hash. If you wanna huff gas, might as well make it Butt Hash. I said if you wanna huff gas, might as well make it Butt Hash. If you wanna huff gas, might as well make it Butt Hash.